Hello everyone, myself Nitesh Madhukar. How are you all? Today in today's tutorial, I'm going to start with my new topic. The topic is network architecture and types of topologies. So student, if you are having any doubt, you can write your comment that I am not understanding and what topic you are having. I'm going to clarify your doubt if you will ask any of your doubt. Okay, so let's start the video. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to start with the networking architecture, P2P networking, client server architecture, and different types of topologies are being used in our networking. So first of all, we have to know the what is networking architecture. As you know that networking is two or more computers are connected together for the purpose of sharing files, information, data. So that is called networking. So here architecture is an overall design of computer network that describe how computer network are configured and what strategies are being used on computer networking. So in this architecture, in networking architecture, it's a kind of design how we are going to arrange all our computer in a networking, which is described that in a computer network all those computer and its devices, how it's configured, how we have arranged all those system in a particular manner so that it is easily able to communicate, it is easily able to share the information. So this is called networking architecture. In that it's a logical as well as physical design of network, that how computer are being arranged. This is called networking architecture. There are two types of network architecture. One is client server architecture and second one is peer-to-peer network. Let's start about the client server architecture. The client server architecture is a network architecture in which each of computer on the network is either a client or a server. Means when we are having all those network, it's a all those computers are either a client or a server. Then how we can able to decide that which one is client and which one is server? So server are those computer which provides the services which are attached in a networking, while all those computer are connected together, and if any of the computer is asking for the services, in that computer is known as client computer, and which computer are going to provide the services, that is called server. The service may include what service can be provided by the server, that is file transfer, printing file, sharing data, sending information, or anything which is related to which is asked by the client. So any of the computer which are arranged in a networking, if they are asking for the services, the service who is going to provide the service, that is called server, and who is asking for the services, that is called server. Clients are the PCs or workstation that request for different types of services provided by the server. Clients are ready to ask, clients are ready to request to whom? To the server, and server are those computers which is going to provide the services. So that is called client server architecture. So if the definition will you have to write the definition. Now next, P2P network. P2P is a network where a few computers have equal capacity and capabilities are connected together to use the resources available on the network. Here P2P network, where number of computers are being connected which are having equal capacity and capability. There is no one is admin and no one is a server, no one is a client. They are having equal capacity as well as capabilities. They can able to share the information, they can able to reuse the resources, whatever it is available. There will be no any kind of administration. They are free to use, they are free to ask services, they are free to provide services, but they all are in a network. So that is called peer-to-peer networking. In P2P networking, there is no any central server. Instead, each computer can act as a server as well as client. Means whatever computer are connected in a network, there will be no any any computer will behave as a server or any computer will behave as a client. Each and every computer are working as a client as well as each and every computer are work as a server. So that is called peer-to-peer network. There will be no anyone as a client or no one any computer work as a server. So this is called peer-to-peer network. Student, this is the topic that is called network topology. First of all, we have to know that what is the meaning of topology. The topology terms refer to a physical or logical configuration of a network. Logical and physical, whatever ideas it will come in our mind that how we are going to arrange the computer. Whenever we are going to make a network at a time, we will have to think that at what position which computer will come. So we will have to arrange all those computers first of all logically, and then all those computers are being connected physically. Physical and logical connection might be with the wire or without wire, but whenever we are going to arrange all those computers, it should be first logically and then physically. Physically we can attach by the help of wire or without wire, that is the another part. But you have to know that if computer are arranged in a network and how computers are arranged in a geographical manner and what are their placement, what are the placement of nodes or how they are interconnected each other, this is called network topology. So a kind of physical or logical layout of a network is called network topology. There are different types of topologies like bus topology, star topology, ring topology, tree topology, mesh topology and graph topology. These are the different types of topologies are there which we have to learn with advantages and disadvantages. So let's start with the bus topology. So this is very simplest topologies of network. In these topologies, all those nodes or computer as well as server are connected to a single cable. Now student, you can able to see this is a single cable. This is a single cable and all those nodes, suppose that this is nodes are being connected with all these 5 computers. But arrangement of these computers are just like a structure of bus. This central cable is a backbone of this network and known as bus. So that's why this is also known as bus topology, because arrangement of all those computers are like bus. Every workstation communicates with other device through this bus. Suppose that this machine want to share any of the information to this machine, so it can be shared via this central cable. So this is called bus topology. This is one of the very simplest topologies which are used in everywhere, because this comes with the help of only single kind of wire, that is called backbone wire, and by the help of that easily we can able to connect. Now advantages and disadvantages of bus topology. See, there are different topologies. As we know that each and every topologies are having some advantages and disadvantages. Accordingly, we have to understand which one is most suitable topologies for our networking. So here the first advantage is it's easy to set up and extend bus network. If we have to set up a bus topology, easily we can able to set, because there are with the RJ45 connector we will have to make a central cable and then easily we can able to make a network. Cable length required for this topology is the least compared to other network. Means whatever cables are needed. Right now you are not knowing about other topologies. When you will know about other topologies, here cable length requires very less, because it's only in a central bus and from there it is going to be connect to the different computer. The topology cost very less because each and every machines are being connected by a single cable. So the cost are very less. It's also cost effective. The fourth one, linear bus network is mostly used in small network and good for LAN. Good for LAN, local area network. Linear bus network is mostly used in small network and it is good for our local area network because all those computers are arranged in a particular linear, in a particular line. So it is very easy to establish a network, and that's why it's very easily we can able to use for local area network. Now the disadvantages are also there. There is a limit on central cable length and number of nodes that can be connected. There are limit on central cable because central cable are also having the capacity that how much computers and how much nodes we are going to be connect. If we are going to connect more than computer as per the capabilities, it will not work smoothly and there is a chance of data loss. There is a chance sometimes keyboard or mouse or system will not work properly. It will not respond properly because the length which is required as a cable, the length which is required, after that we have arranged more number of computers so that there will be chance of loss of data. Dependency of central computer in this topology has its disadvantages. If the main cable will stop work, then entire networking will be broken. Whole network will broke, and as a result we cannot able to communicate. So dependency of this network is goes to only that central cable. So if central cable is having any kind of problem, the entire networking will be in the lost. There will be no any kind of further communication if central cable are not being connected properly. The third disadvantage is proper termination is required to dump signal. Use of terminators is must. If proper terminator is not being connected, if the signal are being transferred from one position to another position, if signal dumps, it will terminate. It means it will not able to share the information properly. At a time when this type of problem will come, in that time it is very difficult to detect and troubleshoot fault from the individual machine. Suppose that machine number 1 is creating any kind of trouble and one machine is creating trouble, so it is very difficult to detect that from where it's creating error, from where it's creating a problem, and as a result troubleshoot will take too much time. Now maintenance cost can get higher with time. At a time when any of the machine will create problem, as I told that it is very difficult to detect, so maintenance cost will be higher. It is very low cost as an advantage was there, but it is very costly to maintain with properly. At a time when computer are being used, we will have to maintain, but maintenance cost will be high because each and everything we have to change, so maintenance cost will be little bit higher. Efficiency of bus network reduces as the number of devices connected to it increases. It is not suitable for network with heavy traffic. If we are having that more than 100 computers or more than that, in that time heavy traffic will be there. If the sending and receiving the data is more fastly and accurately, in that time traffic signal might be lost, as a result network get lost. So for that purpose it's not usable for the time when we are having heavy traffic. Security is very low because all the computer receive the sent signal from the source. So this is also one of the disadvantage, that if we want to share any of the information, there will be no any kind of security, there will be no any kind of privacy. Each and everywhere means source, from the source station to the destination station, every individual machines are ready to see the messages, so that security is also not being possible in this topology. So student, you have understood about the advantages and disadvantages of bus topology. Next is star topology. See, the star topology structure is just like a star, where this central hub is there and these all our computer are connected in a shape of star. This is either hub or switch, any of the particular device which are being used for the purpose of connecting these all computer. In star topology, each node is directly connected to the central device like hub or switch. It is most popular topology to form local area network. What are the advantages? It is easily to set up and expand, very easy to get set up, because in a central position we will have to keep in one of the device, and from there you, by the help of RJ45 connector and network interface card, easily we can able to connect all those computers. It easy to locate, halt, and in case of network failure, if any of the region, any of the system are not work properly, we can easily able to find fault from where machine is creating fault. Suppose that this machine are directly connected to this device. So if this machine are creating problem, so we will have to check the cable from this machine to this machine. We don't have to check the entire system, only the machine which is creating the problem. So easily we can able to detect the problem, easily we can able to troubleshoot the problem. It offers centralized control over the network. Here, by the help of this hub, we can able to control, we can able to means check each and every information by centrally. If any of the problem will occur, directly we can able to find out the problem and easily we can able to troubleshoot. Now, disadvantages of star topology: increased cable cost, since each node is directly connected to the central node. Yes, if you are going to connect each and every machines individually, so it will take little bit more length of cable to connect directly. So you have to maybe cost effective, in case you have to increase your budget to make this star topology. Difficult to expand due to limited connecting point at central node or device. At a time when we are having the port of 8 port of this hub, so at that time difficult to expand, but when we are having the capabilities of 64 port, 128 port, so easily we can able to connect number of computer in a network. All nodes are dependent at central node. If the central device goes down, then entire network breaks down. Yes, if depend right now also it will depend the entire networking within this particular device. If this device will stop working or any of the problem will occur in this device, the entire network will stop working. So this is also one of the disadvantage, that if this particular central device will stop working, entire networking will stop. So these are the advantage and disadvantage of star topology. This is the third one. This is called ring topology. As you can able to see, the computer are being connected in a ring. You can see this is a computer network which are connected in a ring shape. Means each individual one computer are directly connected with two computers. So in a ring topology, every node has exactly two neighboring nodes. One for, suppose that this computer 1 I have taken, this computer I have taken 2, and this computer I have taken 3, and 4, 5 and 6. So one computer are connected with 2 and 6. There are, for each and every computer, there are two neighboring nodes. All message or data packet travel in this ring in the same direction and pass through the each node. Suppose that one computer want to pass the message to 3 computer. So 1 will pass to 2 and 2 will pass to the 3. So this is the main disadvantage of this network, because if any one of the message, privacy will not be there in this networking. Now the advantages: this is the simple layout and required less cable. Easy to expand, that is node may be connected at any point on circular path. There is no any kind of expandation of the network. You can able to connect from any point, only two nodes, two neighbor nodes you have needed, two neighbor nodes you need, and after that you can able to connect all those computers. Optical fiber is often used for high speed transmission. For this networking, for this topology, the high speed transmission, optical fiber is used. The disadvantage: detection of fault is difficult. That is, the failure of one node will affect the whole network. If suppose that this network are going to be down, so entire network will not work properly. So this is one of the this is one of the disadvantage of this ring topology. Less reliable, that is a failure of cable or any nodes break the loop and entire network becomes down. Any of the system, this is the one of the disadvantage. If any of the system will stop working, any of the computer will stop working, the entire system will get breakdown, means it will not able to communicate from any of the computer. So this is a ring topology with advantage and disadvantage. A tree topology, let's see the figure of tree topology. Here you can able to see this is one of the backbone, this is a central network, this is a central network which is known as backbone. Here the structure is like a tree. Here you can see this is one of the device like hub or switch, this is another hub or switch, this is another hub or switch. So in the case of tree topology, this is just as a connection of like linear bus or star topology. It consists of group of star configured workstation connected to a linear bus with the help of backbone cable. The tree topology allows for expansion of an existing network and enables any of the local area network to configure a network to meet their need. Suppose that where tree topologies are used. Tree topologies actually are used in a small or big organization where number of computers are connected, but they want to connect in single networking and easily they can able to share the information, but small group of network, small group of LANs are being connected by the help of this tree topology. As per the need, they can able to expand. As per the need, they can able to share the information by using this tree topology. The advantage of tree topology is point-to-point wiring for individual segment. Here all those machines are being connected by the help of wire, individual wire, and point to point. Each point are being connected to each machines. Supported by the several hardware and software vendor. While we will use tree topologies, it's not individual topologies, it will be used by any of the vendor, or it's also being supported by companies which is going to provide the services for the purpose of hardware as well as software. So this is one of the topologies which are used in multinational company for the purpose of sharing the information, the arrangement of the computer in a same city with a different branch. In that time they are using tree topologies for the purpose of easily sharing their information so that they can able to share the information. Now the disadvantage, overall length of each segment is limited by this type of cabling used. Overall length of each segment is limited, means as backbone which we are going to use, that is limited. You can't able to expand as per your need. We have to actually make a fixed length of our networking. If the backbone lines break, the entire segment goes down. So at the time of selection of backbone cable, we have to take a particular high bandwidth cable which is able to receive or send the data very particularly, very fastly and accurately, so that all those information or communication will depend upon the backbone, because if once backbone will go down, entire segment, entire networking will be lost. More difficult to configure and wire than other topologies. Yes, if it is difficult to arrange all those systems because this is a kind of tree topology. Now you just see over here. Here one computer, second computer and third computer. It's in one network. This is one network. This is another network. This system are in another network, and this system are in another network, and here one network is there. So but all those are connected by the help of this backbone cable. So by the help of this backbone cable, network are being passed, all those computers are being connected. But at the time when backbone will be failure, entire networking will be failure. But suppose that this cable are creating problem, so in that case only this computer will stop working. So there will be no any effect of the entire networking. The dependency of these three topologies is of this backbone. Just see the figure of mesh topology. The mesh topology are the kind of arrangement where each and every node are directly connected to each and every computer. Here, computer and other devices are interconnected with one another. Every node not only sends its own signal but also relays data from other node. In fact, a mesh topology is one where every node is connected to every other node in the network. Means in a mesh topologies, all those computers are directly connected to each one of the computers. So it's required lots of cable. And what are the advantages are there? Now I'm going to first see the image. See, suppose that this is machine 1. So this machine are directly connected to machine number 2, machine number 3, machine number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. If all those machines are being connected, suppose that in a mesh topology, all those machines are being connected to each one of them. So this is called mesh topology. Advantages: data can be transmitted from different devices individually. This topology can be withstand high traffic. So easily we can able to share any of the information. Fastly we can able to share any of the information because each and every machine are individually connected. The second advantage is even if one of the components fails, there is always an alternative present, so data transfer does not get any kind of effect. Suppose that if you want to send any of the message from machine number 1 to machine number 7, and 7 will not directly connected to machine number 1, so in that case via any of the machine there will be no any kind of effect and communication will done because every time alternatives are present. Expansion and modification in this topology can be done without disrupting other nodes. So whenever we need to expand our network, when we have to expand or do any kind of modification in these topologies, it's ready, it's every time without any disturbance others. It can be expanded, it can be modified very easily. So this is a kind of mesh topologies and the advantages. Now disadvantages: there are high chance of redundancy in many of the network connection. Redundancy means occurrence of same information. Suppose that one machine have sent any of the information to this machine too. So the same information are being sent to all those machines. So that is called data redundancy. So in that time connection will be, many of the network connection are getting connected. There are high chance of redundancy in many of the network connection. There is a chance of high redundancy, means whatever data we are going to share, all those computers are receiving the same data and without any usage. So this is first of the disadvantage. Overall cost of this network is way too high as compared to other topologies. See here you can able to see that how many numbers of wires are being connected in this topology. So at this time the cost of the wire as well as networking concern, it is very difficult to arrange. If any of the problem will be there, it is very difficult to find out. And the last disadvantage is the setup and maintenance of this topology is very difficult. Even administration of this network is very tough because we cannot able to find out that which wire are being connected to which machine. So this is the third disadvantages of this mesh topology. This is the graph topology. In this topology, nodes are connected together in a arbitrary fashion, just like a link, or may not be connect two or more nodes. There may be a multiple links also. It is not necessary that all nodes are connected, but if a path can be established in two nodes via one or more links, it is known as connected graph. The network topologies, this is the graph topology, it's just as a anyway the arrangement of the computer as per our wish. I have taken the computer and I have arranged the networking. Suppose that I need another networking, I have arranged from here and I have made the setup of this computer over here, and this is another arrangement of networking. So this is called graph topology. There is nothing like that. Any means you have to think about this graph topology. Okay, dear student, thank you for watching. Thank you, student. Like my video, share my video, and subscribe the video if you are new in my channel. Thank you guys.